Namaste. हमेशा खुश रहो विद्या. I am giving Dr. LILYTRIVEDI and today we are going to discuss about the history of genetics. Now what do we know about genetics and the history? Now let's start with the main basic starting of the genetics. Now in the 19th century, in 1859, Charles Darwin gave the theory of evolution. How does or organism evolve with time? And it was his visit to the Galapagos Island to study the fishes when he started studying about the difference in their beaks. Then in 1865, it was Gregor John Mendel, who is also called as father of genetics, while experimenting on the pea plants, discovered the way in which the traits were passed from one generation to another. He gave three laws: laws of Mendel, laws of independent assortment, and law of segregation. Friedrich Meister in 1869 successfully isolated the nuclein which is present in the human white blood cells, and he was able to prove that this nuclein was present in all the cells as well. Ernest Haeckel was in 1871 through his experiments proved that genetic is the material is located inside the nucleus. Now, in the 20th century, 1902, Walter Sutton and Bowlby postulated the chromosomal theory, which said that the chromosome carries the cell's genetic material known as genes. In 1905, the Neaty Stevens observed the sex chromosome X and Y, and Thomas Morgan discovered the sex-linked inheritance of the white eye trait, the fruit fly, that is Drosophila melanogaster. In 1905, William Bettison coined the term genetics from the Greek word geno, which means to give birth, and in order to describe the study of inheritance and variation. Bettison in 1909 also published his book entitled Mendel's Principles of Heredity. In 1910, Reginald Quintet Bettison discovered the science of genetic linkage. He also coined the term epistasis to describe the interaction between two different traits. In 1944, experiments of Oswald Avery and his colleagues proved that DNA is the genetic in the molecules responsible for inheritance. In 1953, James Watson and Crick gave the three-dimensional double helical model of DNA and also paved the way for other fields like cell biology, biotechnology, and the DNA replication was discovered. Frederick Sanger in 1977 introduced the process of sequencing of genes of a bacteriophage. Later on, other organisms were also done. In 1883, Parvi Modiz invented the process called polymerase chain reaction, in which how the segments of DNA are amplified till a million copies are produced. In 1990, Human Genome Project was started. In 1996, Ivan Mulvich and Keith Campbell successfully cloned the Dolly sheep, and Dolly was the first mammal to be cloned from an adult cell. In 2003, the Human Genome Project was completed, and for the first time, the complete genetic makeup of for building a human being was shown. So in this way, the genetics is continuing still more and more with latest discoveries nowadays. So I hope students you have liked my lecture, and if you have any query, please give in the comment section. I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by digital version 2.0 of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Human Resources. Namaste and thank you.